Previously on Metroid Fusion. Wasn't that a nice little cliffhanger? And I'm not going to say anything about it because reasons. So let's just go ahead and make our way down to the breeding environment and, oop, missed the thing. And just see how this goes, I guess. Maybe, just maybe, we can go ahead and quell this, this X-parasite infestation, this new menace before it can get too out of hand. So, Mr. Computer, what are we doing here? Also, I'm really hoping that I can be less scatterbrained than I was last time, because, I kind of just kept jumping between stuff in my head. I think it was probably pretty evident, but whatever. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report back when I know more. Now, listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Hell yeah. Now, get moving. Also, for some reason, I just really like the idea of, like, the computer being, like, very wordy and, like, you know, overly dramatic with the phrasing and words and stuff, and then Samus just being straight to the point, like, well, it's just kind of the way I've sort of been reading that. It's like, oh yeah, is your objective whatever? And Sam's like, yeah, just let me do it, come on, get the hell out of my way. I mean, she already stated she does not like taking orders, so it would kind of make sense. Also, I just really like that kind of dynamic in most games, when you have, like, the character who just wants to do the thing, and then always the character who really just wants to talk forever. It's kind of a bit of a balance. Actually, the first thing that kind of comes to my mind is, like, probably like Jak and Daxter in the very first game, where Jak's a mute, and then Daxter will never shut up. It's kind of a good contrast, I guess, although I don't think you're moving, so we're just gonna kind of take the damage. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. And then one thing I think I'm also gonna do is, I don't want to go out of my way to grab items just because, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but I really don't need to, so if we can kind of grab some items earlier on, when the puzzles aren't super complicated or whatever, it should save a little bit of time, and we should still be just as well armed for later on. So, early on, I think I am going to go a little out of my way for some items, but I'm not going to worry about it too terribly much. I mean, unless I feel like I absolutely need something, and maybe some health. That would probably be the biggest exception. Because for the most part, we can get our missiles back, as I kind of showed on that very first boss. So yeah, that's kind of just sort of my train of thought, I suppose. And oh right, we don't fall faster than the missiles in this game. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to do that Super Metroid style then, but that's fine. Actually, this game has some really cool callouts to other Metroid games. Like, first of all, this area is basically just a really big shout out to almost the entirety of Metroid 2. Or maybe not the entirety, but a pretty good chunk of it, I'd say. Wait, that was the, what, 3rd stabilizer? 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay. We're doing good then. But there is, if I remember right, or I forgot the whole reason why I was saying that, that little area that I was trying to shoot the missiles down, that is almost exactly like a mini version of the, I guess the escape sequence from Metroid 1, or the, I guess like that main entrance area in Metroid 3, Super Metroid, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's kind of cool how this game just has those little bits of, those little shout-outs, I guess. Those little references, callbacks, whatever you want to call them. Up here, ahead just a little bit, we are also going to see another little call-out to Metroid 1. Also, I guess this area is, you know, still sort of the same with, words. What are words? Similar to, like, just those, God, I don't even know what you call those tunnels. I keep wanting to call them, like, access shafts or something, but it's very, like, Metroid 3-esque, I guess. Or kind of resembling it in one way or another. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep moving, because I think we need to, yes, we absolutely need to shoot that out. And okay, buddy, I was just gonna jump over you peacefully, but nope. Peace is no longer an option, my dude. And we've got a boss wall, or boss door, or whatever it's called. So, oh god, if you'd like to not do that, that would be awesome. Okay, there's one. I just have to be ready to jump almost immediately. Ooh. He was very, very kind to me. I thank you, my dude. Almost feel bad for killing you. But right here, yeah, kind of fun little callback to like the items in Metroid 1, because that's almost exactly how they looked. And now we just gotta wait for him to open up and shoot him in the eye. That's why you never open up to anyone, because they'll just immediately shoot you in the eye for it. I'm sorry, that's really, really stupid to say, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like being weird. I mean, it's kind of more of a state of being than just a feeling, but some days that's just how it goes. And now we have the charge beam. So that's kind of nice. Also, I believe, yeah, it does make our beams just a little bit wider. That way it'll be a little easier to shoot things, which I think is kind of nice. Now, I think, if I remember right, there's another item over here that we can go grab pretty easily. So let's see if we can, just from sheer force of will, get in and out of here without taking any damage. Because sometimes you just have to be stubborn and say, not today, Satan. I was fully expecting to take damage. I actually was gonna kind of make a bit more of a joke of that by taking damage, but whatever. I guess sometimes we all just have really dumb luck. Alright, so now if you would like to go down and... Oh, I didn't get in the morph ball. Hold up, let's see. There we go. Okay, cool. Probably doesn't really make a difference because we still have to wait for that door to open. But, you know, it kind of feels nice when you can sort of get those little trick shots and stuff off. And then I think, if I remember right, there's another health tank just beyond here. So let's see if we can go ahead and grab that. Alright, wall jumping. Oh yeah, I still got it. I still got it. Although that was only missiles, so maybe it wasn't fully worth it, but let's go ahead and ignore this save for now. We're still actually doing this in pretty good time, I'd say, so yeah, it'll be fine. That is also another thing, is sometimes you might want to save just to be on the safe side, but some saves will actually kind of hurt you a little bit, just because if it's out of the way or you end up wasting more time getting to the save than you would actually, I guess, bypassing it. Every second can count sometimes, depending on kind of, I guess, how the rest of the game has gone. So I'm probably going to be skipping a lot of saves aside from the, I guess the ones at the beginnings of each of these areas. So I guess I could hit this on the way out. Nah, we'll just hit the one in the next area. So Mr. Computer, we did the thing. So give me praise and send me to the next area. Atmospheric stabilizers online. But many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, Tro, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He, or it, may be in Tro now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Hell yeah. Start moving. I'll brief you at the Tro navigation room. Alright. So yeah, this game is actually pretty forgiving, I'd say, when it comes to saves, because each area has a navigation room, a save, and a recharge room. So, yeah. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that'll be a big plot element of the game. The computer will betray us and leave us for dead on this godforsaken station. Or maybe, just maybe, they're planning a surprise birthday party, and this whole thing is just a big kind of joke. How awesome would that be? They just like try and surprise Samus with a, you know, whole like end of the galaxy kind of threat, and they're like, "Hey, surprise! Happy birthday!" It's all, I was gonna say all of like her friends, but now that I think about it, other than the animals in Super Metroid, actually no, I think that's quite literally it. I don't know if there's any other recurring Metroid characters, because I mean the baby is dead. Actually, the baby was literally it. No other characters aside from Samus has a track record of living through more than one Metroid game. Actually, that's not 100% true, but, spoilers. Anyway, I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Samus, it is an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. Oh my god, that name. I have a stupid funny story, but let's read this first. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. That's right, because the suit is at least partially, like, biologically or mechanically organic or biomechanic, whatever it is. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsule containing all of the X that started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You cannot face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in this data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it is sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You will have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first, find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear?
Hell yeah.
Keep an eye out for the SAX. Also, I don't know why I'm deciding to read all that extra weird, but like I said at the very beginning of this, I'm just feeling like being a little weird, so it's kind of more of a state of being more than just a feeling, really, but, you know, I'm just gonna go with it. But yeah, the SAX. So the very first time I ever played this game, it was actually with a couple friends, or, okay, maybe I'm a little, loose on the term friends, but there were some guys I was kind of hanging out with, God knows how many years ago, and basically, like, this game wasn't mine, it was like one of theirs, so we were basically just kind of passing the game back and forth, and one of, basically one of their parents was kind of watching us, because we were a little too young to just be kind of on our own, I suppose. Actually, no, we absolutely weren't, but their parent was kind of like one of those helicopter moms, so yeah. But I remember whenever, like, the dialogue would come up, they would just hand the game to me to read. So, for whatever reason, I was basically just reading everything. And I remember when the SAX came up, for whatever reason, the guy's mom decided that I was trying to pronounce SEX, which meant I was trying to corrupt her child. And I remember her screaming at me for like a solid 5 minutes and just laughing my ass off at her. Which of course meant she was just getting angrier and angrier because I wasn't taking like her whatever threat seriously or whatever. And I will never forget that moment. And just reading that name again, it just kind of reminded me of that, I guess. So it's really funny how things kind of sort of spark memories so vividly sometimes. But yeah, that was, I forgot entirely about that. It's really stupid, but, it's kind of the moment I realized that, oh yeah, adults are, really no different than children. They're still stuck in their own fantasy worlds most of the time. They're just a lot bigger than, well, children, I suppose. But we got bomb data, so that's nice. Let's just go ahead, get out here, and, ooh, could that be our friend? Okay, well, we're not going back that way. Now the question is, what side of the door is the SAX on? Because if we're trapped in here with it, or her, him, it, whatever it is, that could be a problem. Also, I don't know how that guy didn't hit me, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and go... Oh, right, that goes down. Alright, well, that's cool. There is a save right here, though, that I feel like I should hit up just to be on the... on the safe side. Save side, whatever, you know, dumb puns. But yeah, this area, like I said before, about, like, going off the map, we're about to go insane with off-the-map exploration. And this is, again, something I really like about this game. It might not be anywhere near as, you know, just kind of dropping you into a world like a newborn giraffe as Metroid 1 and, I guess Super Metroid to some extent. But it is still kind of, in areas, just as bad. Or maybe not just as bad, but it kind of does it in its own way. And I really, really like how this game does it. So, let's just go ahead and keep going a little bit farther. I'm actually not sure how long I want to keep these videos, but I'm kind of thinking about recording something else that is probably going to be a much shorter videos. So, yeah, if I kind of have these going on at the same time, it might be kind of a nice balance. So, let's just go ahead. I think we need to drop down this one. We do. Okay, cool. So now, let's just keep moving forward. And who knows, maybe we'll run into our friend somewhere up here. And who knows, maybe she'll be friendly and we'll just have a nice cup of tea and we won't have to fight to the death over who's the real Samus. Or maybe there'll be something else. I'm just throwing out a bunch of fake spoilers because, again, I like being a little weird sometimes. And oh god, you do so much damage. Oh god, you take so much damage. Right, the red X. I forgot there are some special or some unique enemies that will drop kind of a little bit of everything. So yeah, those guys are kind of nice. But now that we've grabbed that, let's get the hell out of here. And then, oh god. I almost said something that would have been a major spoiler, but nope. We'll be perfectly fine. So let's just go ahead and drop these bombs. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to know that's even there. Even if you've played other Metroid games and know about those things, I don't know how you're supposed to know that. It's just kind of a case of like, oh, we're trapped. What can we do? We can't missile anything, so I guess we're just gonna drop bombs everywhere. Which is, you know, kind of how these games sort of go, usually. Okay, let's put as many missiles into those guys as possible, because they kind of suck. And then I believe there's a save right here. And yeah, I should probably save here, just, again, just to be on the safe side. And then, actually, do I want to end this here? I think I kind of want to end this here. So let's just go ahead and take a little bit of a break here, and we'll see what's coming up. Also, yeah, when I said that we're going to be going off the map a little bit, we're really going off the map. And again, I kind of know where to go, because I've sort of played this game before, and, you know, photographic memory and all. But we'll see just how much farther we got to go next time. And who knows, maybe we'll even run into our friend somewhere along the way.